So the relationship between critical theory and Marxism is a fascinating one. The critical theorists to a man were all Marxists, self-identified. This isn't just castigating someone who isn't. These are self-proclaimed Marxists. But they had a problem. They saw the revolution having happened in Russia. It wasn't happening in Germany because the critical theorists were all in Germany, originally in Germany. And so they began to wonder, why isn't it happening here? So in Marxism, apart from critical theory, Marxism, the revolution is going to happen. There's an inevitability of the revolution. And Marx himself is a materialist, so this revolution happens kind of from the bottom up. So in Marxism, history and reality is determined by one's historical circumstance, by where one is situated. That's the driving force in reality. And it's inevitable that the revolution will happen. The revolution has to happen. It will take a massive centralized power, centralized state to bring it about. Then over time, that centralized state will wither away. Now, the critical theorists said it's not happening. And if it's happening in Russia, it's not happening here. We have to rethink Marxism. So the critical theorist, in a nutshell, said it has to be something besides economics. It has to be more than economics. And they began to think, well, if you have a traditional view of the family, if you have a traditional view of religion, especially Christianity, all those cultural institutions could impede the revolution. So if mom is happy to submit to dad, well, she's not going to be a very good revolutionary, right? And if dad's happy to be the head of the house, he might not be a good part of a revolutionary system that encourages him to submit and be submissive to other powers. So the critical theorists are sometimes called cultural Marxists, which isn't really a dog whistle, but they use the term to describe themselves at times as cultural Marxists, is these cultural institutions, particularly the family, the church, traditional views of sexuality, all those are cultural forces that must be undone and must be removed and subverted if the revolution is one day going to happen. So I think you might say the critical theorists are Marxists who are reworking Marxism. Economics is important but no longer central. There's these other cultural realities which have to be dismantled and reworked if the revolution is going to truly happen.